Hi, my name is Claire and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new. If you don't know me, I'm an Irish YouTuber living in Ireland, and if you do know me, thank you for coming back. So I have done a few tests on this channel before. I have tested myself to see if I'm a narcissist. I have tested myself to see if I have ADHD. I also took the Irish Defence Forces fitness test. And there's a TV show on at the moment in Ireland called Hell Week, where there's a load of sports people and influencers that are being put through the Irish Defence Forces training regimen to see if they'd make it. And I really wish I could have given it a go. Maybe next season. Manifesting. Before we get into this, I should clarify that I've always identified as a straight woman, even when kissing girls in college. I had a large group of almost exclusively gay friends throughout college, now that I look back at it. And a lot of the gals and the non-binary pals who were into women in that group would tell me that every gay girl gets her heart broken by a straight girl at some point who is still straight, but is curious. And I figured that that was probably me. Maybe not the heartbreak part, but the curious part, rather than actually not being straight. Compet is a conversation for another day. We can get into that another day. Now, I always identified as a straight woman because my relationships were always with men. I have only had 2 relationships though, just for your context. But I have noticed over the last couple of years, as the discourse has widened and people have been more freely talking about this, there's a lot in the bi experience that resonates with me. For example, the bi sit. I read an article a couple of years ago about this bi sit, about it, the writer made reference to the fact that bisexual people just can't sit straight. Excuse the pun. And I cannot sit straight. I was like, oh my God, that's me. I always start on the chair sitting normally, and within 5 minutes, and I don't even notice I'm doing it, I have switched to sit on my foot like this. I've always done that. Alex actually gives out to me because sometimes I sit for so long like that my leg goes dead and then I can't stand up. Then, when I first joined TikTok and was on an Android, I was served exclusively gay TikTok, and more specifically bi TikTok. That's also a conversation for another day. Why does TikTok think that Apple equals straight person and Android equals bi person? But I exclusively got bi TikTok for such a long time, and lots of the things that people would paint as the bi experience resonated with me. An example off the top of my head is actually a reel I saw the other day, which I obviously won't be able to find to show you because that's how TikToks and reels work. You see one, you laugh, you try to explain it to someone else, doesn't translate, and you can never find it ever again to show them. But it was a girl saying that this is the bi experience, and it was just her in front of a mirror deciding whether or not to tuck her shirt in or pull it out. And she was like, side tuck, back tuck, front tuck, full tuck, pull out, and she just kept doing it. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I spend 90% of my get ready time doing. I also realized something else recently. My favorite colors are in order: blue, pink, purple. And they have been for years. I only realized the other day that that is actually the bisexual flag. Colors? Coincidence? Probably. I like those colors because they're part of the colors that make up anything galaxy or unicorn related. Also unicorns, traditionally women who have threesomes with married straight couples. And unicorns are my favorite thing. Is this all unrelated nonsense? Probably. But I came across this test on YouTube. It's 10 questions to know if you're bisexual, and I thought it would be funny to take the test. But I'm going to take this test and we're going to find out if the women that physically take my breath away on TikTok are because I just objectively appreciate a handsome woman, or because I'm, a little lower on the Kinsey scale than I previously identified. Okay, are you gay, bisexual, or straight? Answer these 10 quick questions to find out. Question 1, what would you consider yourself? I have always considered myself straight, but I would say the curious also applies. Right, 5 points. Okay. Oh my God. I genuinely was like, why am I looking at a woman's stomach? I never saw the mountains. Where is the mountains in that? No, they still don't look like mountains to me. In fact, that looks like 2, maybe 3 naked women. Okay, I saw a naked woman. Naked woman, 0 points. Okay, naked woman, 0 points. Okay. You find the thought of a guy giving oral sex to another guy, I'm okay with that, arousing or disgusting. I couldn't give a shit about that. I'm okay with that. I don't particularly find it arousing, just because I don't particularly find porn involving blowjobs arousing. I feel it's very male-centered. Is this too much information? I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure it's fine. So I'm okay with that. A. Because you have to wait ages for the answer to come up. 5 points. So I am on 10 points. Okay, so who do you develop crushes on? Same sex, both sex, opposite sex. I definitely develop more crushes on men. Absolutely. I've always developed crushes on women, but I feel like we've always referred to them as girl crushes. And then the implication there is that they're not romantic, if that makes sense. I think I have and do develop crushes on both. So I'm going to say both. Okay, so both sexes is 10 points. So I'm on 20 points. Okay, so that's a cat. Laundry, wine. The cat was what I saw first. That couldn't possibly be what that means. A cat is 10 points. There was a naked woman there? Oh my God! There was a naked woman there. Did not see her at all. Question 6. I fucking knew this question was going to come up. Have you ever watched homosexual porn? B. Yes, but I also watch straight porn. 5 points. So I'm on 35 points. An attractive person of the same sex says they like you and asks you out on a date. What would you do? I would say okay, but just to try it out. I would say no thank you, and that's a yes for me. Obviously, if I was single. I guess it depends on the person. I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say I would say okay, but just to try it out. Because I definitely would be open to the idea of going on a date with a lady, but it depends on the lady, just the way it depends on the man. I'm not going to say yes to every dude. I would say okay, but just to try it out, 5 points. So I am on 40 points. I really should have written this down. That's a vagina. That is a vagina. I saw a vagina. That's going to be 0 points for me. I saw a vagina. It was too obvious. That one was too obvious. Yeah, there you go. Vagina. What am I on? 40 points? Question 9. Why did you suspect that you were gay or bisexual? A. I started out without thinking of guys, but now I look at both guys and girls. Oh. This is a test for men. That's why the naked women were getting 0 points. Because this is a test for men to figure out if men are bisexual. Well, I'm going to pick, I started out without thinking of guys, but now I look at both guys and girls. Because if you flip that around, that's true. Yeah, I don't think this test is going to be accurate. 5 points. I'm on 45 points still somehow. Question 10. The thought of being gay would make you feel happy or sad? You don't get an option. What? Happy or sad? So if I'm given the option of happy or sad, like I have to pick happy. Like they've given me no neutral option. Like we've already figured out this test is useless. So I'm going to pick happy because, and I hope that this is not offensive to say, gay girls are often very good looking, very stylish, and extremely good at sport. There you go, 10 points. I'm on 55 points. What does that mean? 55 to 70, you are bisexual. Alrighty then. Although we've already figured out that this quiz was for men. so not sure that works. So I'm still straight. I do identify with quite a lot of things from the bisexual experience, but they're mostly everyday things and are presumably not necessarily tied to being bisexual. They just are traits that I happen to share with bisexuals, like the tuck-in or the sit. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, check out my other tests, or check out any of the other kinds of videos that I do. Please consider subscribing on Patreon. I'm also going to start live streaming on Twitch if anybody is a Twitch user. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Slán, slán.